a bunch of reasons. It's been a long time since I filmed a video, and I'm also in a different location, so it's two things that feel slightly like they're not jiving quite so well today. Also, I don't quite know how to start this video after having been away so long. I think, first off, I really thought that it was going to be like 4 to 6 weeks that I was gone, and then I'd be back and at it again. And I had videos actually planned for January and February, and then things just kept getting delayed over and over again as one thing or another came up. And part of the reason actually I'm sitting here today is because I struggle with sitting up for long periods of time. So just have to make the best of it. This is an easier place to sit because the chair I'm in has arms, so you don't need to know that. But anyway, for everybody that's brand new and this is the first video I've actually uploaded since you subscribed, hello, and I hope you stay. I make a mix of videos about movies and some crochet stuff and craft stuff in general, but movies and TV shows, a lot of them focus on older stuff, the golden age, up to the 90s predominantly. I do watch newer stuff, but that's like my favorite time frame is the golden age and then the 90s. I mean, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so that's partially why I think that era attracts me so much. And if you've been around here longer and you've watched my videos for a while and all that stuff, then thanks for clicking on this as well, and sticking around, because it has been a really long time since I posted. And yeah, like I said, I never intended it to be as such. I knew that I had a lot going on as I was going into November last year, so I tried to actually film a lot of videos ahead. So the last time I'd actually sat down to film was in, I think, the beginning of October, because I just had too much, I knew I had too much going on kind of October, November, and I'd really wanted to do more, but it just, things ended up going kind of wrong. I had a flare with my autoimmune condition, and then, yeah, just one thing after another. For me, like, I had a few bad setbacks with my health. Well, not bad, but setbacks that made filming really difficult, and then there was also family stuff going on, and, it just, it got on top of me, really. But I've missed everybody a lot. Like, I've really missed them, and I know part of that's also because I've struggled to leave comments on other people's videos. I've still been watching kind of everything that I was watching before, but I've had vision loss since, well, that was actually part of the reason I left, but then I've had more since, and, that's, I don't know how to word it. It's difficult to kind of navigate through sometimes. It's hard to explain, but I was doing pretty decent, and then as updates to apps have happened, and formats have changed, it's harder to find the button to press to reply. Some of the stuff online, especially on the app especially, isn't in the same place. You can't just tap it or whatever and it goes. It's not as obvious. A lot of that stuff has become more hidden as they've made the apps. So I do leave comments sometimes. I read usually comments that are written back that come in the emails, but I really struggle oftentimes to reply to those comments. It's a crapshoot whether or not when I tap it, it'll come up with the box for me to type in. So that's part of the reason that sometimes if I have left a comment and you write back, I just haven't been able to reply to that feed. So anyway, but I have really missed everybody, and like I said, I've been trying to keep up with everyone and everything, and yeah, and actually I'm gonna mention a few people specifically a bit later on, but that was one of the things I'd wanted to mention, because I know that I probably seem really absent, and I haven't been. I've been keeping up with everybody, so that I was following before. So if you are one of those people, hello, and I mean, for the people that are doing well, I'm very happy for you, and for the people that are not, I hope things get better. But yeah, so this is really awkward. I should have had some other theme for this video, something to do. But yeah, I think that my health has been struggling. You'll also have to excuse me if my voice sounds funny from time to time. It just doesn't have the power all the time to push through. So if it sounds a bit wobbly or strained or whatever, that's part of that. Talking for long periods of time, sometimes it starts to get pretty tired. So apologies for that. I'm working on it. What else did I have here? So yeah, it's been kind of a rough year. I've been housebound mostly, a lot in my room and bed. I've actually only been out of the house once for non-medical appointments, and yeah, so it's been a weird year, because I really thought going into this year it was, you know, things were going to be better and change and just, you know, full steam ahead, and it just isn't kind of how things went. But, you know, a lot of things have gone differently in the past year than what I think a lot of us were expecting. So, you know, it's no different. Sometimes life has surprises in store, but I think the most I can, you know, try to do is keep pushing on, and I think getting back to making videos would be a good thing. Like I said, I've really missed everybody. I think it was great having something to focus on. I'm working at getting, being able to film at my other old spot, because that was a good place to film. It was kind of easier to set up. This just today, not great. And I can move this chair, but I don't have a lot of other places where the light is right at the right time of day, like where it will be light for long enough to film. So I'm gonna see what I can do, if maybe I can get stuff, you know, put around me in the other room to prop myself up a bit better, because this is just, I don't know, this room I think is what's making it feel slightly wonky to film in here. So we'll have to see. But I'm here for today, and yeah, I hope it's like the lighting and everything is okay, because it's a bit off, and I think that's part of what's bothering me. But it's also because it's different, and I'm not because it's not my usual setup, and also, as I said, my vision is not 100%. It's hard to know if I'm even like looking fully at the camera and this kind of thing. So I think that's just making me feel a bit more off too. Plus, you know, it's been a long time since I filmed, but I have so many videos I want to be filming. I've got a bunch of hauls to film, because I just haven't, you know, been filming anything. So there's a lot of that stuff, but also there's other videos I wanted to be getting filmed, both movie, TV, and craft related. If you only follow me on here for the craft stuff, I have been splitting off my craft content separately to just one channel. It's good to still be on this channel, but if the only reason you're here is the crafting, and instead of like unsubscribing, you can head over there. I'd really love you to stay and watch everything, but, you know, if that's the only reason you're here, instead of unsubbing, that channel is there for you. So then you might not get videos as regularly, but you'll just get the crafting stuff. So anyway, that's one of the things I wanted to cover here. But yeah, so coming up, I don't know what my schedule will be. I'd like to try to aim for at least once a week, but we'll have to see how it goes. I'm very much going to be playing it by ear. I think for right now, it'll probably be Wednesday like it was before. Maybe the weekend if it turns out that I got it filmed and edited at a weird point, so I don't miss a week altogether, just to get it on Wednesday. But I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Maybe I'll look at switching it later, but I think that's kind of generally going to be what it is if I can manage once a week. I'd like to be managing once a week, and like I said, I've got so many videos I want to film. I'd love to know what you've been up to in the year since. I mean, I know some of you, you know, I know what you've been up to because I've been watching your videos, but if you don't make videos, I'd still love to hear down below how things have been for you this past year, and I really hope that everybody's been doing well. I do have a few people I want to mention for different reasons. Some people are, you know, great people. A lot of them are good people to follow on other social medias, so I'm just going to get into it. First person I'm actually going to mention is Paul and Bev over at the Real United States blog. He's got a wonderful channel where he does kind of little histories of monuments and things around usually Washington area right now, because that's where he's living. But he's also had a very rough cancer battle lately, and I've been following, he's been making videos about that, and I'm so happy he pulled through his surgeries and his, working hard at his recovery. So happy to see, you progressing and all of that. That was, I'm so happy that you made it through. And if you're interested in, kind of histories of places around the States, he's got like tons and tons of videos in his back catalog, and he does want to get back to making videos, so he's worth following if you're interested in history or travel within the United States, or just even want to learn more about different places in America. Everybody I mentioned will be linked in the description box below, so you can find them a bit easier, hopefully. I'm just going to keep plowing on, because otherwise I'm not going to make it, but I'll put anybody I forgot also in the description box. So Blu-ray Dan has been back making videos more regularly again, and I've been loving watching those. Also, you've done a great job on the weight loss, dude. You're looking great. But if you like DVDs and unboxings of a lot of new releases and that type of thing, his channel is well worth checking out. But I'm sure most people that are into movies and subscribed here are probably subscribed to him as well, if they're interested in modern movies at all. Katie Bookser, who is a DIY YouTuber who I've mentioned before, she's growing so quickly, and I'm so happy for her. But she does awesome DIYs, often kind of simple, but even if they're not simple, her instructions are very clear. And I know I've mentioned her before, but if you are into DIY crafting, she's really worth checking out. I want to thank just for the support and continued checking in with me over this point. Dean from Dean of DVD, Tasha, it means so much to me. Andrea and Alex, Vaughn, and Patty, all of you have been so lovely at checking in with me, even when I've been kind of rubbish at replying. And like I said, I haven't meant to do that, and there's been various reasons, because some days I just kind of haven't been able to quite face trying to navigate the computer. Well, it's actually my phone, but I haven't been able to face navigating that. It just sometimes leaves me a bit depressed, but I think I'm figuring it out a bit better. I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'm having trouble with Instagram still, but for the DMs, but everything else I think I'm a little bit more managing, except for if I miss notifications again, because my vision, I don't see the bubble, and then it disappears. The tone difference in the thing where it's, goes kind of gray to show you there's a new message or whatever. That part I I can't always see. So sometimes I miss stuff just totally by accident, because I didn't realize the color was different on my screen. Also, Leroy Green, who he posts videos here as well as on Instagram. And I should say Alex Vaughn, if you're interested in movies or makeup, she does some awesome stuff over on her channel as well, and they'll be linked below. And I know I'm forgetting people there, because there have been so many really truly lovely people, you there that have checked in with me over the time, and it means a lot, because it really, sometimes it's come on exactly the right day for that. So thank you very much for all of you. I also wanted to mention two people over on Instagram. One is Madeline, who she has a DVD Blu-ray movie Instagram, and she posts like little hauls and stuff that she's watching. Well, I guess mostly stuff that she's picked up at the store, and it's a lot of thrifty buys. She, buying at Goodwill, or, those kind of finds. So that's kind of fun to follow, and highly recommended. She's started, I think, within the past year, so she's worth looking up. And then the other person is Natalie, and I'm going to link her down below, because I'm not sure what her name is on Instagram, but she has a guide dog and is partially sighted as she's partially sighted and has a guide dog and lives in the UK, and she does some, you know, she takes some really beautiful pictures and posts some different things, art and vegan recipes and this kind of stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, those are some people to follow, and, you know, also people that I'm really glad that, you know, you've been around and in my life. So anyway, this has been a rambly video. Like I said, I should have had, you know, rolled one of my hauls into this, but I think there'll be a haul following soon. I'm going to try to film one right away so that there's something to go up soon. And yeah, so let me know how you're doing. I passed a, you know, couple of milestones over the past year while I've been away. Well, almost a year, pretty close to a year, 11 months, I guess. And thank you everyone for subscribing and sticking around. And I know probably just by posting this, I'm gonna sink under the last one, but hey, YouTube has me dreaming of some big numbers here because they kept glitching and showing I had, you know, a totally different number of subscribers, but girl can dream. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I think this has been a very rambly video really for getting back to, but you know, I'll see you soon. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new, or like, don't unsubscribe, hang around, and yeah, leave me that comment and let me know how you're doing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.